Let's study very interesting remedy rhododendron. The prover of rhododendron is Seedale. The botanical name of rhododendron is Rhododendron chrysanthemum. It is prepared from a snow rose plant. The family is Ericaceae family. The rheumatic gouty symptoms are well marked in this remedy, and rheumatism in the hot season, the modality aggravated before a thunderstorm, is a true guiding symptom. Next, it is a evergreen shrub found growing largely on the mountain tops of Siberia. The snow roads commonly found on the mountains where there is a stormy weather. Tincture is prepared from dried leaves. In support of doctrine of signature, the clerk says it is growing among the fogs and storms of the Siberian mountains. Its proving show that it's it produces a sensitiveness to the stormy and a weather changes. That's why the elements from a stormy weather, thunder, storm, then causation, sprains, eating fruit, getting wet, catching cold, etc. Next is the therapeutics for which the rhododendron is commonly used. For amenorrhea, bony affection, serially neuralgia, earache, eye affection, flatulence, lumbago, orchitis. The sphere of action, fibrous tissue, big joints, vertebral column, serous membrane, pleura, synovial membrane. Constitution. The temperament is nervous temperament. Thermally, the patient is chilly patient. Miasm psora, diathesis rheumatic, and gouty diathesis. Mind symptom, there is a dread of a storm, particularly afraid of a thunder. So, anxious, nervous, especially before a storm, excessive indifference to work, forgetfulness while talking, can forget what he was talking about when writing, omits the whole word, loss of all ideas. Next, guiding symptoms of rhododendron. This patient is having dread of a storm. This is the important chief characteristic symptom. Right sided affection, aggravated in windy, stormy weather, chilly patient, induration and swelling of a testicle after gonorrhea, cannot get sleep or remain asleep unless legs are crossed. So, the sleeping position with the legs crossed. Pain. This is very useful remedy in a gouty patients who suffer from rheumatic pains, sometimes wandering from joint to joint, aggravated during rest, aggravated before and during storm, aggravated in cold wet weather, and ameliorated from warm wrapping. So the rhododendron patient, most common findings or guiding symptoms are dread of storm, aching in a head with ciliary neuralgia, toothache in a damp weather, violent pleuritic pain running downwards. The patient is having orchitis, aggravated left side, then orchitis of left side, glands feel crushed after gonorrhea, rheumatic pains wandering from one joint to the other. There is gouty inflammation of a great toe joint, pain in the bony spots, cannot sleep unless legs are crossed. Rheumatic pain in a shoulder, arms, and wrists, especially right side, aggravation by rest. Difficulty in hearing with the wheezing and ringing in ear and a stiff neck. So these are the guiding symptoms. Next, this patient is having the rheumatic pain or a pains maybe in a head or a limb. It is a great palliative in old people who have suffered long from gout, rheumatic swelling of joint. He can always foretell a thunderstorm, foreteller of thunderstorm. There are tearing, shooting pains, sore bruise pains, stiffness of joints, neck and back. Extremely sensitive to cold weather, aggravated from becoming cold, paralytic weakness during rest. Next particulars. Head. Aching in a temples, tearing in a bones, headache aggravated by wind, cold and wet weather, pain in eyes before a storm. There is ciliary neuralgia involving eyeball, orbit, and head, and heat in eyes when using them. Next, these all the particulars are from Boericke's Materia Medica. So, eye muscular asthenospatia, darting pains through eyes from head, aggravation before a storm. Ears, difficulty in hearing with a wheezing, ringing in ears, and hearing better in morning. Face, there is a violent jerking pain involving dental nerves from temple to lower chin, better by warmth, eating. Toothache in a damp weather before a storm, swollen gums, stumps, teeth are loosened, elements from in every spring, sharp east wind. Chest, violent pleuritic pain running downwards in a left anterior chest. Testes, testicle are swollen, orchitis mostly left sided, hydrocele, character of pain, orchitis with a much painy swelling. Extremities, joints swollen, inflammation of great toe, joint, rheumatic tearing in all limbs, especially right side, aggravated at rest, pain in a shoulder, arms, wrist, aggravation when at rest, cannot sleep less unless legs are crossed, sensation sore and bruised. Gout with the fibrous deposits in a great toe joint, aggravation during rest, before and during storm, ambulation by warmth, wrapping up and moving or walking about. Modality, aggravation before a storm, changes in weather, night towards morning, right side better by after the storm breaks, warmth and eating, dry heat, motion, wrapping up the head. Relationship, compare this medicine with the telcamara and a rust